Hello, everyone. Pj Krypto here, and we're here for another AMA installment for TCG World. Thank you all for stopping by. Really do appreciate Pj Krypto here as your host, as always. And look who we've got back here. We've got Mr. John Dixon. Welcome back, buddy. Back from your travels in Australia. Thank you for getting back here with us. And of course, we've got Lucia Spillane also with us as my co-host. Thank you guys for coming along, and everybody in the chat and watching this right now live. We appreciate you for stopping by. So we have exciting stuff to share with you all today. But before we get started, John, do we want to kind of kick things off as far as what's going to happen next Friday? What do you think?
Remind me what's happening.
Yeah, let's talk about next Friday. Yeah. Hold on a second here. Let me get in the screen here. Looks like we have a little technical difficulty here with the slides, but let me get back in here. All right. Sorry, guys. There we go. We were doing some tests beforehand, and I was on the wrong page. So there we go. Anyway, John, so what I was talking about is next Friday, we're going to have another alpha live stream play. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes. You know this, John the Builder. Come on.
Friday. The thing is, I don't know what I'm supposed to say and what I'm not supposed to say. I've got so many things up my sleeves.
Yeah.
I want to put them off.
That's right. Yeah. So we have news for you all. We have one of our partners that's going to be joining me, and hopefully a lot of you all that are watching this today can also join us in World, in Alpha. As you all know, every plot owner is in Alpha or allowed to be in Alpha. And if you're not, we'll get you in the Telegram at the end of this stream so you can go ahead and get joined to the plot channel. But yeah, so we have a partner lined up. We're really excited about this one. It's been a little bit since we have mentioned this partner, but they are still an active one of ours. So it's on September 30th. Okay. We'll have the announcement of the time here probably within the next day, and we'll announce it on this YouTube channel, TCG World's YouTube channel. But it is with Ryan, the founder of Collectible NFT. And I love their project, man, with the comics and all that, where they have the utility already. Just mint yourself an NFT. We'll talk all about that next Friday. Hope you all can tune into that. And if I take a look at what we have for the graphic, I can share that here.
PJ, just a quick one.
Yep.
Maybe just the date next Friday.
Oh, next Friday the 7th.
Yeah.
Today is the 30th. Yeah. Well, let's just skip along there. Here's the graphic, folks, for there. People are tuning in. It is, in fact, October 7th, next Friday. Thank you, Lucia. Not today. We're having the alpha next Friday. I hope you can tune in here. Again, his name, Lord Rush, he goes by in the Discord there for Collectible. You all know him if you know the project. He is the founder of Collectible. We're going to go in the world and just mess around and play. And I hope we can see you all there as well. So yeah, that is that. Sorry for the mistake on the graphic there. But yeah, let's talk about 3.2.2. Yeah, build is coming out, folks, this weekend coming up here. We've been told by the devs it is momentarily, so keep an eye out for that in the plot owner chat for that announcement. And what are some things to expect from 3.2.2? Well, first off, the dragons are going to be faster. John, I mean, they're pretty fast already. But
is that possible?
Is it possible?
They're going to have fire coming out of their mouths as well as around the back of them as well, leaving fire trails in the sky.
I don't know. Engine exhaust, like some afterburners there. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, but yeah, they're already fast. So seeing them faster, that's going to be brilliant to test.
It's going to be entertaining. Yes. Maybe John, maybe next Friday we can do some Dragon and Formula One races, right? To see who's faster.
Yeah, we could get the Flash. We could get Superman involved as well.
Yeah.
See what's fastest. Yeah.
Awesome. So, guys, as you know, the world is massive, right? It's no secret. It's massive, right? So 800 square kilometers is a lot of land to cover. So roads is going to be a huge thing to get your way around. Okay, if you don't have a Dragon, that's fine. There's cars that you can get through the marketplace and whatnot. And we're going to talk about cars today. It's another highlight, right? John and Lucia, we got some really cool stuff about cars that we're going to show later on in the program. But overpasses is going to be a big thing about how you get around not safely. I guess you can't really get hurt in the world, but quickly and efficiently, I guess you could say, throughout the world, right? And so I have a video that we're going to show here. And just before we go ahead and show that, right, John and Lucia, we've mentioned this before on the channel here. What we're trying to do is give all you viewers and investors of TCG World a little behind the scenes of what our developers are doing. Okay. So we get this as quick as we can and bring this to you all. Now, is it as polished as like a high cinematic? No, we're not going to wait for that. We're going to get you it as fast as we possibly can. So here it is right now. I think it's pretty cool, but let's take a look at it. All right. And we'll come right on back here. All right, guys, what'd you think about that? Hit up that chat right now and let us know your thoughts. John, Lucia, who wants to start?
I saw that there was the north. Up until now, the north has had no road, so I saw examples of the north there. But I also saw loads of different ways that the roads are going to be forming, and we've already got a few roads in there. But you can see how it's expanding now into lots and lots of different types of infrastructure, and yeah, exciting.
Yeah,
absolutely. Lucia, what do you think?
Really well done. I think the quality is amazing.
Can you see yourself doing a joyride there on some of those highways? What do you think?
Definitely. With my monster truck, can I do that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's right. Of course. All right. So
I mean, it'll come in handy in rush hour, I suppose.
Yeah, we've got a comment in here. Better not be drinking and driving, folks. Yes, don't drink and drive, even in the metaverse. Yeah, we got some great chat coming through here. Thanks, guys, for being lively out there. Yeah, I think this is really cool. I mean, it's one of those things with the development that you really don't realize how much you need it until you're in this world and you start walking around. You're like, man, you know, I'm running into all these trees and pebbles, and my car's flipping because I hit a pebble. So smooth, soft roads, right, that you're just cruising on is going to be super important. So there you go, folks. I'm glad we can bring that to you all today. Kind of moving on. So John, a little bit on the fixes we were talking about, right? The My Lands, the UI and kind of things like that. This is going to be helpful, right, for the players?
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough to be in Australia showing the public alpha, which comes with its own kind of, you know, please ignore this, please ignore this. There's always these little glitches that you want to see get fixed. So yeah, I think a lot of people with plots testing alpha have had issues where they've not been able to get to their plots, teleportation issues as well, and lots of other issues. So hopefully 3.2.2 should I say, will hopefully fix those issues. We'll see, because we get to see it this weekend, so I'll be testing it most of the weekend. And I might do a sneaky Twitch stream as well if I can see it's playable. No promises, but if I can, I will.
Hey, folks, that's a great segue. Hey, if you're not following John on Twitch, go get out there, okay? He does amazing work. The Sprite Report, OG, you guys are just so consistent on getting the content out there. And anybody else who's thinking about doing some live streaming, Twitch is super easy to get started up. You can start your own channel like within minutes. So yeah, anyways. Teleportation, right? I know it's been kind of good and bad, but I think we had the map going. And so I think this is going to be a nice solid fix that's going to allow, you know, when you drop in and all that, there's not those glitches where you end up like, why am I underwater, you know, when I shouldn't be, and then you do it again and it fixes itself. So anyway, we'll see how this shakes out, but I think this is nice to see some enhancements to, you know, the teleportation, because that's such a big part to move around the world, right? That's a huge part.
Definitely.
Cool. So, and then kind of moving on here, like just, again, stability, the crashes and things like that. We're in alpha, guys. There's no secret here. This is alpha. And the fact that we get to partake in the testing of alpha and give our feedback and all that is what's, really exciting. And in fact, we're going to talk about some tidbits later on about why it's important to be testing right now in World. We might have some D-bombs later on, guys. So stay tuned for that. Okay. So, right. Let's go and move on along here. Lucia, why don't you take us through some general updates here outside of the new builds coming?
Yep. So we can confirm that the marketplace is on track for October. So it's currently in the testing phase. We can't say an exact date right now. If you want to see any previews, they were actually in our last AMA. So we showed some previews of what the marketplace is going to look like. But we're on track for October, which is great. And then next up, they're coming up.
Yep.
Okay. So the ETH staking pools, they're ready too. So they're ready to stake in, and all testing is complete. Just at the moment, what we want to do is we need some analytics on what the users want. So everyone listening, spread word. If you want to keep an eye out tonight for a poll that's going to be on Telegram, and everyone's able to give their feedback. So we're going to ask and see what the users are actually looking for in terms of rewards there. So keep your eyes out. Telegram tonight, poll.
Yeah, anybody who's holding ETH TCG2, you definitely want to keep an eye out for that and partake in that poll, because this is what we're going to use to determine exactly what does go live. It's been tested, it's built, it's ready to go. It's just now kind of what exactly do we need, because of the pool of people that actually hold ETH TCG2 tokens is much smaller than the Binance one. So we just want to make sure we've thought through this, and David has asked us to kind of put a poll out to get some information from you guys about what you want. So yeah, thank you, Lucia. That's really important. I know people have been asking the famous when ETH, so when ETH TCG2. So here we go. We're very close. All right.
Very close. Next up, so the new website user interface. We actually have some great images right now. I'm not sure if they've popped up just yet, or if we're going to show them.
Yeah. Let me tee that up.
Let's show everyone. So I think they were actually that was something that was asked in our first ever AMA. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yes.
And now we do have the next one, so we're going to be showing those shortly. Showing some images
here we go.
shortly.
We're going to load it up here right now, so folks now can see. You can see it now on screen. So yeah, it's Lucia. If you want to kind of talk them through what we're seeing here on screen here.
Yes,
yep.
The main page right now.
Yep.
So as you can see, yep, we've got our different tabs.
A lot cleaner than what we've had before. I think it was a lot cluttered at the top.
Yeah. PJ, if you click on game, you can see there's we've changed the graphics. A lot of people were saying the graphics are old-fashioned graphics, and now they've all been improved. And also, there's a September update that's been added as well, so you can see there.
Yes. So here we have. The development updates are being more real time now, fresh here in the sense that we got September now. This is great. So guys, even if you need to go back to this in the future, right? This is the website now has the updates of kind of the key points that are going on with alpha for you to share with others as well.
Yeah. And all the finance related items have been now put under one heading of finance, which includes the staking. So it just looks a lot tidier on the top.
Yeah. Staking, how to buy TCG2, swap as well, just keeping it one nice and tight. I think one thing that was really that jumped off to me, and Deso had mentioned this too, John, over on the Telegram, is that we're looking more like a business here, not a crypto project,
Definitely.
And that's important, right? Because we just have our new president, Frank, and then also our vice president and Justin, who are really going to steer the ship here. And we're looking to have a more polished look to us that looks more like, again, a business, not so much of just a crypto project. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Check it out. TCG.world. As you all know, that site, it is now updated, looking pretty fresh and clean, well organized. So there is the new site. Hope you all enjoyed that. I did. That just came out today, guys. That just literally just came out today. So
literally
hot off the press.
That's right. I think a lot of people were waiting for that. I didn't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So yeah, if we kind of move on here with the materials. Hey folks, while we're moving on, just so you know, we will have a giveaway in the live stream here. Just stay tuned with us. There'll be more toward the end of the program here, but you don't want to miss. We got D-Bomb's Corner coming up. We also have some amazing updates on 4.0 coming up next. So stay tuned. And also we have another giveaway that we're going to announce about the free plot that was for somebody who doesn't own any plots. We got an update on that coming too, on who won that giveaway prize. So, all right, Lucia, how about this one here?
Yeah, so with the smart contracts for cars and sprites and dynamic NFTs, I think John has something to touch on with that, but they're currently being worked on. I just wanted to basically clarify something that was also in the last AMA in terms of that, just to explain to everyone. So they're in development right now, but what's going to happen is we will have two similar contracts, for example, for cars and sprites. And if you own one car, it's going to be one NFT, but you can upgrade its stats. So you can upgrade its metadata on the blockchain by the in-game actions. So for cars, for example, it could be like installing new tuning to the car. And for sprites, it could be like feeding and different things like that. So I just wanted to like explain that again, just for everyone.
Thank you. Yeah. John, anything you want to add there?
No, I'll touch on it soon because I've got a section on. Well, I don't want to spoil it. I've got a section coming up.
You
talk a bit more about dynamic NFTs. Yes. Dynamic NFTs are now my new hobby. I love them.
Yeah, it is a hot topic, right? So keeping with the pace here, folks, we're about to get into it. 4.0, huge build. John, take us away here.
Right, 4.0. Well, first of all, the version that's coming out this weekend, I've got to say, is 3.2.2, which is about fixing things, making things better. But they are currently working on version 4.0.0. And whenever you go up a number, it means it's going to be drastically different, bringing in lots of new things. We're going to have new cars, and those cars are going to have new physics, a new control system, and they're going to be optimized so they'll drive better as well. I think we've got a slideshow, have we not?
We do of what these new cars are going to kind of look at. Again, folks, we're going to get this to you as fast as we can from the developers. It's not cinematic, but you know what? It's going to give you a glimpse into what's coming on these new vehicles that are rolling out to alpha here very soon. So, John, why don't I go ahead and roll it? Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. What do you guys think about those rides? Ooh, dang. Those look slick, right?
I saw
do you know what can make those cars a bit better?
What?
PJ?
What?
The ability to tune them and to upgrade them.
You know what? That's interesting you should say that, John, because that's the next bullet on our slides.
That is. I've got some visual aids. So imagine if you've got a blue car like that.
Beautiful.
And you somehow come across an NFT for a spoiler, to upgrade a spoiler. You take the two together, burn those two NFTs, and you get a car that looks like that. I've got loads of other cars.
Folks, I didn't even know that he was going to bring these props with him, and this is
I've got yellow cards. I've got so you could have an NFT for stripes, and then suddenly you've got a car with stripes on it. So that's what we're going to have. Those cars that you've just seen there, but the ability to put an exhaust on, or a better clutch, or better tires. And I will say this: I'm reminding everybody that we've got a racetrack in the game. So imagine that. Just add everything up together. Having all your friends together, getting the best car, the fastest car, for driving, for going on straights. Lots and lots of things coming up. I won't say too much, though, because a lot of it's still in the works. But 4.0.0 is going to bring these things for us to test, but also to enjoy. And also as well, on 4.0.0, we've got Builder version 2.
Wait, hold on, John. Let's show them. Let's show them the card mod. Let's show them that real quick.
Sorry.
Yeah,
getting ahead of me.
Yeah, we got actually a inside look for you all.
It's been dropped recently. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
So as much as we love your Hot Wheels, John, bringing those on screen, it's really, really cool. Thank you for doing that. That was awesome. But we also have a really interesting video here, folks, from the devs as well, about what this modification shop is going to look like. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right. I don't know what it means to modify vehicles, but I'll tell you what, John, that looked pretty freaking cool.
I think there's going to be a few people watching that back. Essentially, you could see somebody changing a V6 engine to a V8 engine at one point. You could see somebody putting a glow underneath their car. It's not as good as the cars that are brought in today as a visual aid, but I think it's still pretty good. But yeah, we will have some kind of tune-up kind of thing where people can get NFTs to upgrade the cars and do exactly what you've just seen there. I think there's going to be a lot of people rewinding and wanting to watch that again.
There's some questions, if we could, as you can imagine with that video. We'll do our best to answer them. Let me just go to the live chat here. We have a question from, let me get this pulled up here. Shelly's asking how, cool, you can customize. Oh, that's not a question. That's a statement. Sorry. Where is it at here? Thank you, Shelly. Let me see. Where's that? Well,
can we hydro dip our cars?
Any motorcycles? I think TBD. Yeah.
Yeah. If let's put it this way, if it's doable and if the community wants it, then it'll happen. If it's doable, I'm assuming it'll happen. It's not written down on this piece of paper, but it's doable.
Yep.
We said we've got time to develop. I'll pass it on to Dave after this. But yeah, Dave's like me. If it's doable and the community wants it, yeah, let's have motorcycles. Why not?
Wool Launch also asks, we need to have the ability to wrap cars too. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have color changes and things like that. Definitely.
Yeah. And Roy's all, I want to see the TCG glow colors. That'd be cool, right? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're not really getting questions. It's more to statements.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, here we go. Here's OG. OG is asking, will there be something similar for dragons?
What, putting an exhaust on the back of a dragon?
Well, we can see they're going to get faster, right?
Go faster? Yeah. Is that cruel? Do they have rights?
Good question, OG. We'll take it back and see if that's possible about the fine tuning and upgrading your dragon. Yeah. Yeah. So let's move on here. Again, another big one. Builder 2.0 is coming in 4.0's build. John, take it away, bud.
I don't need to tell everybody. Everyone who knows me knows that I like to build on the plots, building houses. There's always, though, things that you want to work better. From what I've seen, and I think we've got a video coming up, but I'll talk for a bit longer. We've got things that are going to be a lot more adjustable, less issues where things don't join up, more options. I'll let the video do the talking.
Fair enough. Let's do it. Let's roll it. Builder 2.0. John the Builder. What's your take, man?
I'm just seeing the menus are a lot more accessible. You're not having to drill in like 3 layers to get to things. And also, I think somebody's asked the question. It's a very good point. There's some plots where there's trees or rubble or rocks or just random rubbish that's on your plot. By putting a foundation down, it also at the same time now bulldozers whatever you're putting foundation on, so you can actually get a proper flat level and then start building. So that will fix a lot of issues for a lot of people with plots where they can't build on them because they'd end up having a TV, a rock, and a sofa. And I can't speak from experience because I don't have rocks in my lounge, but watching TV from a sofa when you've got a rock in the middle of your living room, it's not good. It's not good for the house price.
Yeah.
Not good for the economy. So yeah, long story short, I think people are going to be liking version 2 and I can't wait to test it. But again, it's going to be version 4. The version that's coming out this weekend is 3.2.2, which is not going to bring that in. But when 4.0.0 comes in, it's going to be great.
Yeah, Mark is saying he loves the look. It's much cleaner than before. Snapping looks cleaner as well. Even the UI, right? We saw how it looks like there's less clicking that needs to happen to kind of get to the exact menu. It all looks like it's nice and neat on one view, right?
Yeah, 2 steps saying the same thing. That'll be good. I laid foundations and trees came straight through. You want that rubbish out of the way when you're building on your plot. So
yep.
Yeah, it's a big win is this one.
Yeah, and of course, we're talking about 4.0 and everyone wants to know when that is. Just stay tuned, folks. We got the build coming out this weekend, 3.2.2. And this is just us updating you what this large build 4.0 is all about. So TBD, folks, we're focusing on 3.2.2 this weekend, but these are all updates that are coming with the 4.0 build. Okay, pretty exciting.
I've got a list, by the way. Should I go through the list of all the changes that are coming in 4.0.0?
Yeah, let's talk about the Builder 2. You mean the Builder 2.0 changes? You mean?
Yeah, there's an actual list of all the details. I could quickly run through them. Basically, we've got linking models by grid, new staircase construction system, ability to switch to a free camera so that you're not doing everything on the ground, which is the current way, and it's a bit awkward sometimes. I mean, how do you put a roof on if you stood underneath of it? So hopefully that'll make things easier. The new menu, which I mentioned before, the foundation removing grass, trees, and rocks, which again I've just mentioned. Paintings with dragons stick to the wall during construction. Floor modules stick to the walls during construction, and there's a limit on the number of modules on the plot. But the limit is going to be higher, so it's all good stuff.
Excellent. That was a mouthful. Thanks, John.
Well,
so I realized we kind of talked about some modification stuff already, John. So I think that we've addressed that piece on 4.0. There's going to be more modifications coming. Anything else you want to add on to that, or what we saw earlier and what's to come?
Regarding the cars, I think we've said a lot on it. There's also, I'm just checking. I don't want to be jumping into something too soon, but there is going to be performance improvements as well on 4.0.0. There's going to be reduced RAM usage. I'm trying not to look away too much, by the way. I'm doing this a lot when I'm looking, but reduced RAM usage. The cutscenes have been. So we've cut the scenes into 6 pieces, so there's a faster load. The biomes are going to be optimized and updated and more polished, and there's going to be a more improved distance as well. So when you're on Dragon, or if you're on the ground, you'll be able to look into the distance, and there's going to be more detail in the distance. And I think that's everything for 4.0.0 now. Perfect.
And every AMA will continue to update you more and more on this as this major build is coming on the horizon. So stay tuned, folks. We have a good question that just came through. I don't know, John, if you know anything, but I know that there's even Mark has been kind of helping us out with this, but it's about the controllers. Like, with the consoles, you have a controller you can use, Xbox, whatnot. The keyboard is great and all, but I think some people like the actual, holding a controller in hand. Anything we can share about updates with that to the viewers here?
It's been mentioned for the cars, and the cars already have been improved. The physics are going to be improved on how the camera sways when you go around corners and things like that, because currently it's still a bit rigid. Regarding controller being used, hopefully that's already going to be covered off. It's the fact that there are some things in TCG World where you still need to kind of hold the mouse as well. So time will tell. I don't want to make any false promises, but I know, let's put it this way, I know everyone on the development team knows the importance of making this as gamified as possible an experience. And you can't hold a controller with 2 hands and have a third hand using a mouse. We know that. So it is being worked on, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully 4.0.0 brings in that solution where you can just use your controller for everything.
Yeah. I mean, I do know there's been mock-ups of what that controller configuration would look like, and that's just needs to be developed. So I think it's just on the list of things that we're looking at. So stay tuned on that, folks, as well. It's a good point. It's definitely on the paper that people are looking at for development items for coming up here soon. All right. So on the visual graphics, you kind of talked about some of these, and all of them sound very exciting about 4.0, and really, the load and everything that people are kind of experiencing, having to lower that down. Are we expecting with maybe some of these cut scenes coming down to 6 pieces, the faster load will allow you to kind of put more, I guess you can say, strain on your computer as far as like the graphic loading, right?
Yeah, definitely. If people are on medium, they might be able to go up to high now.
Yeah.
If they're on epic, they might be able to increase the load chunk distance thing. Because I know I have mine on 5. I might be able to push it to 8. I don't know. That's the beauty of alpha. Everyone can try things out, and if the RAM usage is being lowered, should I say, then everyone should be able to stress their computers a bit more, hopefully.
Cool. Nice. All right. So, folks, so that was 4.0. Thank you, John. Thank you, Lucia, taking us through those updates. We're getting into our next section. Just a quick reminder for those that are tuning in right now, we do have from the tweet that went out from the TCG World Twitter handle that there is a giveaway at the end of the stream. Stay tuned for that. But we do have an update for you all right now, and that is last AMA that we had, we gave away a plot, and it was given away. And one of the winners was none other than TCG World _Chris, so one of active community members in the Telegram and Discord. And, he was nice enough to basically, he had enough plots in his eyes, and he was like, I want to give back. I want to give back to somebody who doesn't have any land yet in the world and wants to get in and play alpha. So Chris, thank you once again. I know I've said this many times to you on DM, but thank you very much for this donation and giving this back out to somebody of need. And so folks, we went ahead and did this. We had a survey that went out on a Google form. We had about 88 folks that actually submitted in. So thank you for that. Also, we narrowed it down to a top 3. The management team chimed in, Chris chimed in, and we nailed down who the lucky winner is. And I want to go over their entry with you all today. But let's talk about who that winner is. And I'm going to announce their Telegram handle, and we'll reach out to you there in Telegram in the main Telegram channel. Okay. We're not going to DM you or any of that stuff. Okay. We'll tag you in the main. Want to make sure people are safe. Okay. But yeah, so congratulations goes out to Svax 974. Congratulations, Svax 974. Way to go, buddy. You had a really great submission. We'll talk about some of the highlights of your submission here. And one of the questions we asked is, what are your plans when you get the silver plot? What are you going to do with it? So Sven goes on and say, I'm going to get a foot into what seems to be one of the most promising metaverses to come. Guys, this is verbatim of what they typed in there. More precisely, it'll depend on which kind of land plot it is. But I'm most looking forward to exploring and propose a welcoming place for adventurers. That's what it's all about, right, guys? It's hanging out in the world, and yeah, exactly.
Yeah, people like him, yeah, definitely.
Exactly. And what do you love best about TCG World? That was the next question here. And what they said was the different type of land. It's very interesting, the different biomes we have, right? Brings diversity to the world and different feel as you go around. I also like the partners that are also involved. So anyway, Svax 974, congratulations. We'll reach out to you in the main Telegram to get you set up with your new plot of land. And welcome to Alpha.
Welcome.
Okay.
While you were doing that, Nathaniel Brown had a really good question.
Okay.
I'm just going to say he's going to have to wait until we drop the
bombs. Is that about the reward for people who play alpha?
Where's Nathaniel at? I don't see the question. Sorry, guys.
I saw that as well. It was, is there any rewards for people playing alpha? I think we've got a bit of a debomb on that.
Stay tuned for D-Bomb's Corner. That's all we'll say. Okay? All right, stay tuned, okay? All right, so let's jump into the Q&A. As a quick reminder for folks, Q&A comes up. As you know, the new platform here is we are listening to you as holders and investors of TCG World. What kind of questions you have? There's a question that goes out by me in the plot owners Telegram to ask all plot owners, what's on your mind? What would you like showcased here at the AMA? And so we take those questions. We don't discriminate any of them. All of them are taken. We take it right up to David, and we get answers for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first question, Lucia, what about farming?
Yes. So when will the white paper for farming be available? Yeah. Sorry, because there was a slight delay.
No worries.
December is the plan. So right now we need the marketplace to evolve first, and we want to see how things go and to see how revenue on the marketplace sales go. And that's also dependent on obviously market conditions, etc. There will be seeds for coin cash rewards or seed game rewards. Sorry, we're not 100% sure yet, but as soon as we know, we'll confirm all those details. But right now, December is the plan.
Good. Okay.
And next, will we be able to buy and sell TCG dragons on the marketplace or only on OpenSea? So the answer is you'll be able to do both. So you'll be able to trade them on the marketplace and on OpenSea. But obviously, preferably, you'll trade on the marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, more marketplaces, the better, right? But yeah, I mean, we obviously, once the marketplace is up, we'd love for you to trade your dragons on our own ecosystem here. But obviously, OpenSea is still going to be there for you all. So good question. I'll take the next one here about partnerships. Any new partnerships to be announced or any updates to existing ones? Well, so right now, stay tuned. We do have an update on a not quite a partnership, but a sponsorship. So I'll leave it at that. Stay tuned for that. But we do have a huge partnership in the works. If you're in the chats, you might have seen David alluding to some of this. We are currently waiting for them to release their press release. So this is not just any little partner, okay? This is a big boy. They got a press release that's getting ready to go out. Once they release the news, we'll then follow suit, okay? And we'll then announce our part in that press release, okay? So stay tuned for that. It's a big one, okay? Moving on to the fourth question. At launch, will farming be ready to go? How about crystal gathering business licenses? So with farming, one thing that we want to talk about here is that, as you know, with everything David, his vision and everything, as you saw with the staking pools that we did with the TCG2 token, it's all about sustainability, and we're not going to have like crazy 3,000 APRs or things like that here, right? That's not what we're about. We're about reasonable rewards and yields that are sustainable, because we're here for the long haul, right? So when we talk about launch, most likely what's going to happen is for the first, month or so, probably in the first month, we're going to be testing out farming. So it's not going to be full like live when we go full public launch for farming. We're going to figure out the analytics. We're going to look at the data and figure out what works best from a sustainable model standpoint. That being said, on the farming standpoint, what we do know now for sure is it's not just going to be TCG2 tokens that you're going to be getting from farming, okay? It is also going to be, there's going to be two different types of seeds that you'll be able to farm with. One's going to yield you TCG2 tokens, and the other one will yield you in-game assets, okay? So for those that are the gamers and all that, got some plots of land, pretty cool in the sense that you're going to go ahead and be able to use these seeds that go and you farm basically in-game assets on your farming plots. Pretty cool stuff, yeah? So that's the farming piece of it. And then on...
I'll just add to that, Pj. I'll just add to that.
Yeah, please.
The thing is, you can grow TCG2, i.e. plant seeds for gamified staking. But if you're clever, you could be growing, an NFT, such as, let's say, an upgradable for a car. You could then put that onto the marketplace because it'll have value. So think of it that you're not just making something that's useless. It's something that you can actually then sell and possibly make money from. Yep. So think of supply and demand. If you know that there's a need in the game for certain things, you could then grow them on your plot and sell them on the marketplace, or grow them, hold on to them, and wait for the supply and demand, and then put them on the marketplace. So it adds a bit more strategy into owning a farm.
That's the key word, right? Strategy, right? It's not going to be, it doesn't have to be just buy seed, get TCG2. It's so much more, those farming plots. That's huge, right? Yeah. And so on the crystals, real quick, let's not say gathering, it's more mining, right? Is the right way to look at it. You're finding crystals throughout the world, and you go and you maybe go into your inventory, get a pickaxe, and you kind of crack the crystal, and then you get rewards from that, right? So TCG tokens will come to you as you find those crystals and basically crack them or whatever, mine them basically. So just want to clarify that point. You're not actually taking those crystals, putting in your wallet and storing it off or whatever. Okay. So, but that is planned for go live. Okay. And full public launch, should I say, and also business licenses as well. At full launch, we'll have those ready to go for you guys. Okay. All right. That was a mouthful. Jeez, I didn't realize that. So maybe John, for the next few questions, why don't you take us through these ones?
Yeah. I think the next one is, will we be able to pay to attend events at the convention stadium or the Monster Truck Arena? Yes and no. We plan to have events that you can attend for free, but also there may be premium events that you then do need to pay for. So you'll have the choice there of going to more exclusive events, or just go to attend the free events. but we'll make it so that it's accessible for both types of people or both types of players. Where, if you want to go to something that's really, really good, then yeah, there may be a charge. But obviously, like most things in TCG World, a portion of that will go back into the coffers and, play to earn, etc., etc. The next question is, will there be pre-built business available to plot holders to put onto their plots to earn TCG2? Yes, but again, always a caveat. If, for instance, everybody wants to set up an NFT gallery, we will have a situation where we want to make sure we don't oversaturate certain businesses, have too many of them in the world. So we'll have certain businesses that you can choose to put onto your plot if you want to choose from that list, but there'll also be limits so we don't end up having too many of something.
Right.
So hopefully that makes sense. I mean, it's common sense that you don't want to end up having everywhere a supermarket, for instance. We want to have a lot of variety. And the last question I've got is whether there's any news on a third DEX, whether there will be a third DEX.
Yep.
And that is a yes, but it'll be in the future. And it might be Ape Swap, it might be Sushi Swap. We haven't got anything confirmed on those, but it'll be that kind of DEX. But there's no dates. But hopefully, in the future, no dates, there will be a third DEX.
Perfect.
One last question, I think, from the Sprite report. Can we sell or trade business licenses, such as a business license for an NFT gallery? So I think that's also a yes.
Yeah, I think business licenses are where we you purchase one, but it's specific to that business that you've chosen to run. And it's basically to say, yes, we're okay with you opening an NFT gallery because there's not 254 other ones. So it's kind of hand in hand. So if one exists, then it's already been approved. So I can't see any reason why it can't be then translated to somebody else.
Looks like, John, we do have David Evans in the chat with us. Thanks, David, for joining. He just mentioned business licenses will be specific to each owner.
Right. Okay.
So not tradable, it seems like. Thank you, David, for qualifying that. Appreciate you in the chat for today.
Yeah. He's always there, isn't he? He's always there.
He's always there.
He's getting people hyped for D-bombs.
Well, I mean, it's right on point. We've now arrived at D-bomb's corner, guys. So let's start rolling it out, huh? So guys, here we go. The Sprite capture mechanics will be live on blockchain. Okay. And we mentioned some tidbits about this, but this is going to actually become available while we're in alpha. We don't have to wait for public launch for the Sprite capture mechanics. It's going to be ready for us as early testers. So David just gave us a huge bomb. This was literally hours ago, right? Telling us about this. And
people were asking, what is the reward for being an alpha tester? You can capture Sprite, and you will. We were saying that we were saying just this week that no, everything will be reset in alpha. No. Dave's told us that you can actually own that, mint it, and possibly sell it on the marketplace. So you've already got a utility there in alpha. So there's your reward for playing alpha. Find a Sprite and you actually own an NFT that you actually keep forever or want to sell.
So the time spent on all those live streams there on Twitch, sounds like a good idea.
Daniel, you get to keep them. That is it. You get to keep them.
That was Nathaniel's question, I guess, earlier answered.
It was a question earlier. We don't want to release the D-bomb just yet. So there it is. Rewarding those that are helping the developers make this the best metaverse to ever exist, hands down. As we always say, reward those that are testing it, reward those that are in the world now. There will be select sprites that are for you all as early testers. And thank you, David and team, to make that a possibility. This is huge, huge. So you'll be able to hold it in your wallet. You can trade it in the marketplace when that goes live. So yeah, folks, this is coming. This is coming. keep an eye out for it. We talked about it being before launch, but this is the next one, guys. David just let us know that the 2000 developer team negotiations, the team that we mentioned in I think it was a live stream that we did 2 weeks ago, that David gave us the update about when he was in Australia, that dev team that he's been negotiating with, contracts are in circulation, the terms have been agreed to, and signing is imminent. Once the signing has happened, David has let us know he is ready to pull the trigger, and we will get these developers starting ASAP. So that's huge. Think about acceleration, right? Development work when you have that kind of a team. I did want to say also one thing that, right, John, that I think, and Lucia, I think what I highlight on is their main focus is going to be this developers, because a lot of people want to know, well, that's great. What are they going to work on? Well, it's going to be on the in-game assets. Okay. So that's all kind of in anticipation of the marketplace coming, getting those in-game assets really ramped up. So folks, this dev team is going to help us accelerate that path. As you know, we are now 3 months away from end of year, which is the target we're going for full public launch. So yeah, guys, anything you want to add on that, D-Bomb?
I can only think that it's just going to accelerate everything and make lots and lots of detail, extra detail in the world. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all these little things like toasters and TVs and little assets, which will be lots and lots of things in the world. Be brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and they're, as you said, ready to start ASAP. So, what's that, Lucia?
You got the next one is the big one.
This is the biggest one, guys. So we're at our, so we just covered 2 D-bombs. We have our third, and really, guys, I mean, this is probably the most impressive one yet. So as if we haven't given you guys enough, right? So here's another D-bomb for you coming right at you, okay? So here it is, Forza Horizon 7, the game, motorsports, right? We are now doing a sponsorship of a racing event that's going to be coming very soon here. TCG is going to be on a vehicle in world, in the game itself. So the people are going to see our name all over that Formula One car. If you've played this game, we have a video we're going to roll here about what it looks like. So those who haven't played it, check this out. But those who have played it, this is going to be cool.
Watch closely.
Watch closely. All right, here you go. Boom. Boom.
Seriously, mic drop.
Forza, guys. Forza.
It's
cool.
like the best driving game on Xbox. For PlayStation, you've got Gran Turismo, and for driving on the Xbox and on Microsoft, and it's Forza.
It's Forza.
This for me is like, come on, it's like, wow. To be clear on this, by the way, you'll need to play the game and earn a certain amount of points to release that skin that you can then put on that vehicle, and then that vehicle will be TCG World, but it'll be in the game. So people who don't even know about TCG World will know about TCG World because they'll be like able to get that skin. So the fact that it covers so many things, this brings TCG World to the masses. That's how I see it. But also as well, it makes me want to go out and buy it to get it as well. It's just cool. And by the way, we only found out about this about what, an hour ago, was it?
Literally, yes, yes. I mean, guys, this is hot. This is the hottest I got off the press right now for you guys. This is cool. So, there's going to be a tournament toward the end of the year here that we're gearing up for. So here's the specifics that are coming at you. There's going to be time trials in game where you'll be able to use the TCG card to kind of do time trials to get your speed up. Okay. And there also we found out that there's going to be a racing rig for those that are in South Florida. There will be a racing rig. We say Miami here. It's TBD on the location. I think they're kind of working out specifics. David's working out that right now, but there will be a racing rig where you'll also be able to participate if you're in South Florida in the race trials as well, to get those time trials in there to qualify for the main event. So here's how it's going to, this is how it's going to go. October 31st to November 5th. Okay. We will have the first series qualifying round. Okay. And with that, we will lead ourselves into the second series. Okay. And there's Daytona first, there's Barcelona. I think these are different tracks, if I understand correctly, that you're going to be doing time trials on, I believe. I'm not a big racing guy, but after seeing that video, I think I might pick up that game. That's really cool. But yeah, we have Barcelona, Spain is the next qualifying race. And then you have the 14th through the 19th of November. Series 3 will happen for qualifiers. And then it goes on to late November in Silverstone. I almost said Livingston. It's cut off here on the screen. Silverstone, England. Is that close to you, John? And where you're at?
No, it's drivable, but you're looking at 2 or 3 hours, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A little Sunday afternoon drive. Yeah. That's series 4. Is that racetrack. And then the finals is going to be in Sebring in USA. The final racetrack at the beginning of December. Okay. And then of course the final real race is going to happen in game here at the first week of December as well. So huge, right? We didn't get the graphic in time, folks, just because this is hot off the press. So just keep an eye out for TCG socials. We're just looking for you all to kind of get this out there on your own socials, to spread the word out there about what this is all. This is a big sponsorship for TCG. The more you can share, the better, about this Forza event that's going to be happening, where TCG World's going to be in that game. So there you go. Let's see. Do we have any questions in here? Let's see.
There's a lot of people asking when can they actually keep the sprites that they catch. My guess is 4.0.0, and we haven't got a date on that yet.
Yep.
But it will be before launch.
Yep.
There will be a certain period where the game has not released, but we'll have our alpha testers, i.e. you guys, the plot holders. You'll be able to play and capture the sprites and do what you want with them. But we can't give you any dates at the moment. As soon as we know, though, we'll tell you guys.
Hey, can I show the racing rigs? I think we got some image of David in one of these racing rigs.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hold on here, guys. There it is. There he is. There's our chief.
Oh, he looks happy.
There he is. He looks so happy, yeah. And that's what the rig's going to look like, guys. In South Florida, if you're in the area, in the neighborhood, during these race trials, you can try out it on the rig. We'll give you details as they come out. But yeah, pretty cool stuff there. Yeah. Anyways, let's see what other questions we got in the chat here. We're kind of getting toward the end here of the free plot that we're going to give away. While I get the Twitter giveaway here ready to go, guys, you want to take up some questions out of the chat for me?
Yeah, let me see. So we had Grizzly. Will you guys have more avatar release? Also, can you explain 5% loot bonus?
Yeah,
so more avatars.
Yeah, we have some early avatars that were bought on the marketplace. Those avatars are still going to happen. When they get released, we don't know yet. I'll find out from Dave over the weekend, and hopefully, Dave, you're in chat, but hopefully we'll get something a bit more concrete and say when those avatars will be available. But there will be things like 5% loot bonus. I can't remember what the detail is as to what loot that is, but I think it's on harvesting harvesting the crystals that you get 5% extra. But yeah, as Dave said, the avatars will be available before launch, but we haven't got any dates.
Yeah.
Cool.
There was another question. Can you trial online, or do you have to go to the physical
location? Yeah, that's a good question. David confirmed that in chat. Yep. All online, guys.
He's also on that.
Yeah, we're a metaverse company, right? Why would you have to go travel anywhere? It's and again, just to emphasize, it's if you're in South Florida, if you live there, you can go use the rig, but it's all online, guys. Yeah, good to go. But how about the game itself, David? Maybe they don't need to actually have the game; they just go online and play this. Yeah, maybe you can answer that in the chat. I'm not sure that answer. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so he says Forza Motorsport 7. I will post links in the chats. Okay, so it looks like we can all play this. It's not like you need to have the game or buy the game or anything like that. Okay, good.
I think on Forza you can just generally you play the game and you post your lap times. So I'm assuming it'll be something like that where you post your lap times to a certain location and therefore it's registered as being factual.
Yeah, awesome. Wow. Okay, well, the moment you all been waiting for too. I mean, obviously the D-bombs, but we also have some more. We have some giveaways. We're gonna give away some land at worth 1 BNB silver plot here. I've got the Twitter picker ready to go here. Let's go ahead and launch that, and then we'll spend a little more time, maybe some questions, and then we'll let you guys go and get into the Telegram. Okay. So let me go ahead and bring up my screen here. All right. So they should be able to see that. Here is the tweet that you had to interact with. All right, the follows that had to happen, and I'm going to ahead load up those messages for everyone that's in. We have 120 entries. One of these 120 entries are going to win a silver plot of land. Good luck to you all. Let's go ahead and do the drawing.
I love this bit.
All right, looking in the live chat it's Arbaz. It's Arbaz. Are you in the live chat? You got to be live with us here in order to win. John and Lucia, if you can help me out here to see if that's the case.
I'm watching.
It's Arbaz. We need to see you in the chat, bud.
Someone said he has a plot.
No, this is not. Oh, yeah. So this, folks, is just our normal giveaway that we do on the AMAs. We already gave away a free plot to the owner who doesn't have land yet. We already did that earlier. That was Sfax 974, some handle I forget, but this is a different one.
But sadly, I haven't seen him comment or her comment yet. Nothing just yet.
Should we
give it 10 more seconds?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
Sorry, it's a Braz. We're going to have to go with another one here. We're going to redraw. All right. Nefarian. I know who that is. Nefarian, you there in the chat. Very active in our Telegram.
Come on, Nefarian. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Nefarian. You're there, right?
Anyone can tag them, maybe.
Oh, no,
I'll try tagging
Nefarian. The one time you're not here.
Oh, come on. He's always on these streams.
Oh,
come on, man.
Damn.
Just a reminder, this is a drawing for a silver plot of land in TCG World's Metaverse. Silver plot of land worth 1 BNB or approximately $300 US. Okay. All right, Nefarian, I'm sorry. We got to do another countdown. I'm so sorry. I really wanted you to go and get this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, man. All right, redraw. QTA, come on. Come on, QTA.
If it comes up to 5, I'm having it.
QTA, you got to be in there, right? QTA, aka he's got Dragerson Silva. Dragerson Silva. Dragerson Silva. Where are you?
Wow, everyone is sleeping.
QTA, Bayfield's calling you out, man. Come on, QTA.
This is going to break my heart.
Jeez, this is unfortunate. Yeah. Where you at, bud? Yeah, that's right, Blazin. He is normally here. You're right. I'm sorry, QTA. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dave, no, you can't win. You've got 66 plots.
Ken Boy. I know Ken Boy. Ken Boy's in here. Come on.
Come on, Ken Boy.
Is this Kenneth?
Oh, Ken Boy.
Ken Boy. Ken Boy. Oh, it's Boy.
Boy.
Boy. Come on, Ken Boy.
This is good, isn't it? One more and I get it.
I'm sorry, John. You cannot win. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, man. It's not Kenneth. Sorry, bud. All right. Dude, come on, guys. All right. We're going to redraw again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry. 417 DGen. 417 DGen. Are you in the chat? Come on now. 417 DGen. $300 US on the line here. God, why is it so hard, guys, to give away free money? Oh, David Evans says it's me. David Evans, you can't win. David, you can't win. I'm sorry. Jason Toman says that's me. Jason.
Yeah, but
Jason Toman, is that really you? Please confirm once more again. It looks like it is you. I'm here. Congratulations, Jason Toman. You are the winner of the plot. We will reach out to you on DM. Okay. So just so you know, Jason, nobody will DM you other than the TCG official channel will DM you or myself. Okay. So don't get scammed. Don't get DM'd from anybody or anything. Okay. Just we'll reach out to you direct. Okay. After we send out the tweet about the winner. Congratulations, Jason. Way to go, bud. All right. Got that out of the way. Man, how come we can't give away free money these days? I don't understand. Congratulations. Yeah, so let's see here. Do we have any other questions in the chat? Let's see.
No, I think we're okay. We can obviously knock it onto the Telegram AMA next.
Yeah, so let's go back to our materials here. I just want to remind folks about our socials, okay? Please interact with all those. We're going to spill on over to the Telegram. Here is the link. If you're not part of the TCG World Telegram, it's t.me/TC. What?
Kenboy 2 has just arrived and he thinks he's won. You missed it. Sorry, Kenboy.
No, I'm sorry. You gotta be here when we can't just keep running this stream forever, guys. I'm sorry. So please, yeah, you got to stay tuned. I'm sorry about that. We have our winner. It's Jason. Moving on. Okay. So folks, we're going to spill on over to the Telegram. We'll host a voice chat over there. Hope you join us. And you know what? If you haven't smashed a like, I don't know what to say, guys. This has been a banger of an AMA, bomb after bomb after bomb. Everybody who's watching here should be hitting that smash the like button. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say, but do subscribe to the TCG World channel. We really appreciate that, folks. Hit the notify bell so you know when we have new content coming out. John, Lucia, do you anything else you want to say in closing remarks before we hand them off to their day?
No, I think it's been an amazing one. Some really good surprises, and yeah, let's carry it on into Telegram.
Let's carry on. You're going to join over there, right, John? You're going to take us over there?
Yeah, I'll plug my phone in, and yeah, I'll be back there in 5 minutes.
All the socials are there too, folks. Make sure you're engaged with those. This is our alpha. Share it, share it, share it, share it. Word of mouth is key with marketing. Word of mouth. You doing your part as an investor, okay? So we'll see you in the Telegram. Everybody, have a safe, amazing rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. For John and Lucia, I'm Pj Krypto. We'll see you all on the moon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.